Well, hi Aquarius! Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Aquarius, let's find out, what can you expect? If this reading resonates, it's probably your reading. If it does not resonate, it probably is not your reading. These are general readings. They will not resonate with everyone. Some reading be reversed. And, if it doesn't resonate, I check moon sign because that's your private and emotional side. Or get a private reading from someone that you trust. So Aquarius, let's find out what's going on here. The overall energy of your reading is the Knight of Swords. Take an action. Going in there with your sword up. Determined. Let's find out why exactly this Knight of Swords is surrounding your entire reading. Up in your highest energy is the Ten of Cups. This is like a beautiful card in the tarot deck. 10 cups of love, sunshine, rainbows, union between two people, children dancing. This is a card of union between a couple with lots of love, equal, sharing, back and forth. So these are the two strongest energies in your entire reading. It kind of feels like you're getting ready to cut out this relationship because of something that's gotten into your head here. Because I have the Nine of Swords right next to the Ten of Cups and right above the Knight of Swords. Something has upset you. These are thoughts. These are thoughts of truth and clarity, and they come through your mind over and over. It's like sitting up in bed, it's in quiet times, and something's really bothering you about this relationship, this Ten of Cups relationship. And you are ready to take action. Fierce action as far as possibly cutting out this relationship. I don't know what happened. Let's just keep reading. I have the Eight of Pentacles next to the Nine of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles is about building, focusing, and working on security and stability. This can be, putting your nose to the grindstone at work, trying to take your mind off things. This can be working on a relationship too, building all that security in a relationship. Whatever has come to you, whatever has got you upset over this relationship, it feels to me like you feel it isn't right, that it is wrong, whatever it was that happened. Perhaps they're not willing to work on this relationship like you are. Let's just keep reading. I have the Six of Cups under the Ten of Cups. Now, this is a soulmate connection with this Ten of Cups. This is the only cup that's allowed to have anything in it, and it is a flower. So, also with the Six of Cups, you might have known this person since childhood or college or before, in the past. You've known them a long time, or you just known them from a past life. But this is a soulmate relationship, and you're like almost ready to take action here, as far as you might just be seeking the truth, like, tell me the truth here. Let's just keep reading. I have the Judgment card right next to the Knight of Swords and right under the Eight of Pentacles. So the Judgment card, there's your guardian angels and your spirit guides, if I could talk. They're blowing the horn down on you, and you're awakening to some sort of spiritual lesson. Now, mind you, spiritual lessons are very, very hard, difficult to get through. And those guardian angels and spirit guides, they will keep blowing that horn down on you until you get your lesson. But what I see here is you're awakening to some sort of spiritual lesson. Now, that's right next to you taking action, rushing forward with that sword of truth and clarity, right towards your soulmate. I do have the Hangman under the Six of Cups. This is what I call the card of enlightenment in the tarot deck, because the head is all lit up. So I look around this card, and what I see is the universe, they're well aware that this is a soulmate. So this is someone that there is love. There is lots of love between the two of you. And that this is coming to an end. You are putting something to an end here that's causing this Nine of Swords, because I have the Ten of Swords. So it's not going to last forever. The end. That's what I call this card, because look at the picture. It's all about the end of all those swords going through your mind over and over. It's all those thoughts of truth and clarity. It's getting the truth and clarity to help put this to an end. I see the Page of Swords is right next to the Ten of Swords and right under the Judgment card. Now you're in self-defense mode. It's like you're going to watch and listen and pay attention to everything that goes on around you. At least for a while, you're going to have your sword up, looking for that truth, looking for that clarity. I need more cards for this reading. You could just be rushing towards that soulmate, like I said, just to get the truth out of them. You have heard something, saw something, assumed something, and you just need to get the truth from them. But it will put an end to things. It will put an end to the Nine of Swords. For Aquarius universe, what else do they need to know? So I have the Three of Pentacles up in your highest energy. Are you suspecting there's a third party? I think you are kind of expecting that there's somebody they shouldn't be talking to, that they're talking to. It doesn't look romantic, it doesn't feel romantic, but it feels like a third energy that this is all about. It's a person or thing, or an addiction, something like that. I have the Fool card right next to the Three of Pentacles, and this is in your highest energy. So you're feeling like you're a fool for not noticing. You're feeling like maybe you've leaped into this relationship too fast, that you didn't really, get all your truth and clarity before getting in deep. Excuse me. The Fool here, though, it looks like you've come to the edge of the cliff. You're taking your head out of the clouds and you're looking forward. And I think you're really were thinking about commitment. I think you were thinking about moving forward in this relationship. Perhaps you feel like the other person, or perhaps the other person doesn't want to look forward. Perhaps they want to keep their options open. I have the Magician right next to the Fool. There's the infinity symbol, the symbol of intuition and knowing. And this is telling me you have all the tools it takes to make a relationship work. You really do. So don't be doubting yourself, and I don't think you do doubt yourself. I think you doubt them in this reading. And so you have a Giant Cup of Love, you have a Pentacle for security and stability, a Wand for fresh starts and new beginnings and passion, and a Sword of truth and clarity. It's the truth and clarity that you're seeking now. And with the Magician here, and being next to the Fool card, you're starting to feel like, I wonder, you're starting to feel like I don't think they're on the same page as you are right now. I have the King of Pentacles under the Three of Pentacles and next to the Judgment card. This is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that might be strong in your chart or their chart someplace. But this is what you do have your eye on. It's that Pentacle. Now, with three or a third energy here, this is putting a damper on things, and I think this is what you're up in your head about. You are looking at the Pentacle. You are looking at a future. But I feel like this other person was not quite ready for this. Because that's what happens with the Fool energy when you leap into a relationship and everything's great and beautiful and just, carefree, and then someone starts to look forward. Many times you're just not on the same track at the same time. So I feel like they kind of leave you out in the cold, or you leave yourself out in the cold to take time to think and let these swords just go through your head and through your head of truth and clarity. You are considering cutting them out of your life or rushing towards them about their true, real feelings about something. But you are spending time alone. It's right under the Fool card. This is what it got you. This is where you've got from being in the Fool's energy. Under the Magician, you do know that you have all the tools to make a relationship work, but you feel dragged through the mud. You feel at your wit's end on this relationship. I feel like the other person just is not on the same page with you at the moment. And talk about pages, I have the Page of Wands right under the King of Pentacles and next to the Page of Swords. So you are, you do have your sword up about this relationship. It's right under your spiritual lesson. I think your spiritual lesson is don't move too fast forward in a relationship. Take your time, get to know them, something like that. I have the Page of Wands, and this is like right under the King of Pentacles. I think you spoke up. I think that you came right out with you wanted to move forward in this relationship. You're holding the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. And I think you wanted to, like, either get committed or in a commitment, I should say, or marriage, or just something more solid in this relationship. Now, this is something that was brewing inside of you, and then you come out with it, and I feel like they weren't all in, okay? So you took some time to yourself. You thought about this a lot, and you're thinking that you might have to let them go. This Page of Wands is talking right to the Lover's card. So this is a divine soulmate that you're talking to, not just a soulmate that you might have known earlier, from childhood. There's your guardian angels and spirit guides again. They're trying to bring you together, actually, with this lover. This is the card for Gemini, by the way. So Gemini might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But you've been lovers in another life. This is a very strong connection. You definitely, I think, feel it. I don't know if they have really grasped a hold of that yet. But you have been lovers in another life, and I feel like there's a soul contract or some unfinished business of some sort that you need to fulfill with this person. And it feels like the guardian angels and spirit guides really kind of want you to stay together, because I feel like there's more, it's for a reason. So hopefully this is a bump in the road. This is what I'm feeling, I'm hoping for. I do have the Seven of Swords next to the Lovers, and under you being feeling worn out and at your wit's end. I think you feel like they're hiding something from you. I think you feel like they're hiding. See the Three of Pentacles? There is another energy. I think you feel like they're hiding another energy from you, and they're just taking your love and like running off with it and really being disrespectful to the relationship. But you will get your answers. That is the overall energy of this reading, that Knight of Swords, and you are like just coming right out with it. That telling the truth, that you need to know exactly what's going on here. Because you are looking at a solid and secure relationship, but with whatever you feel they're hiding from you, puts a big damper on things and really puts you up in your head. But there will be an ending. What's on the bottom here? The Tower. Oh gosh. So the Tower card is the blowing up of a relationship. It lands right on, I think, this Eight of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles, that focusing, working, and building on the relationship, I feel like that's what you've been doing with your pentacle that you have here. And I feel like there maybe is an ex, a mother, a child. There's somebody interfering in this relationship, and you need to get to the bottom of it. So your Tower moment is here. You're up in your head. And it also, you could create another Tower moment by rushing in with your sword up like this. But your guardian angels and spirit guides, they want you to kind of stay together. There is some kind of unfinished business going on from another lifetime. So if it doesn't happen this lifetime, it'll be next lifetime. That's the way the universe works. So, if you cut this relationship out, you will have another chance next lifetime or down the road this lifetime. But, this spiritual lesson that they have become a part of for you is, don't go along with your head in the clouds. Look forward. Ask the questions that you need to know from a person before you get totally entangled in the feelings. And so I think that's your spiritual lesson, just to be more careful, because you find yourself at the edge of the cliff. And listen to them. Listen to the other people. They have been telling you all along that they don't want a relationship, you know? Listen to them. Don't just say, oh yeah, but you'll change, or, you know, whatever. That could have happened too, but I think this relationship is going to come to an end. I do have the Five of Pentacles here, but I don't know if it'll last. That's the thing that I can't tell you. But for right now, I see the energy of just kind of cutting them out of your life, spending time alone, you know, really letting your thoughts go through your mind. There is an end to this. The Hangman, being enlightened, you will put an end to this torture, mental torture that you've been going through. But you still come back and speak up to them. But I don't see that happening within the next, my readings usually don't go past 6 months. So I feel like this is all happening pretty soon. And, you know, I have to just see what happens down the road on this one. But this is your reading, that you're having to deal with something from a soulmate. And you're just going to have to do the best you can here, and that's what you're going to do. So, Aquarius, this is your reading. Thank you for watching. Universal Guidance Tarot.